Welcome to Part 4 of the Copyright Office's 6-part series, Breaking Down the Music Modernization Act. In this section, we will go over the establishment of the Mechanical Licensing Collective. The Music Modernization Act charged the Copyright Office with the responsibility of designating a nonprofit entity, created and supported by musical work copyright owners, to collect royalties from digital music providers, match them to the respective publishers and songwriters, and distribute those royalties to the matched copyright owners when the blanket license becomes available in 2021. This entity is called the Mechanical Licensing Collective, or MLC for short. The statute also permitted the designation of a Digital Licensee Coordinator, or DLC, to represent the interests of the digital music providers. In July 2019, at the end of a public process, the Copyright Office designated the Mechanical Licensing Collective Incorporated as the MLC, in addition to designating a DLC. A board of directors will oversee the MLC. It will consist of 10 voting members who represent music publishers, 4 voting members who are professional songwriters, and 3 non-voting members: a representative of a nonprofit trade association of music publishers, a representative of the DLC, and a representative of a nonprofit songwriter advocacy group. The makeup of the board is defined by law, and it was an important design feature that the entity would be governed by songwriters and music publishers, giving songwriters a role in making sure they get paid when their songs are played. The board will be aided by 3 committees defined by the new law: an Operations Advisory Committee consisting of at least 6 members equally divided between musical work copyright owners and representatives of digital music providers. This committee will make recommendations related to the collective's operations, including ensuring that there is efficient investment and deployment of information technology and data resources. An Unclaimed Royalties Oversight Committee consisting of 5 members who are musical work copyright owners and 5 members who are professional songwriters. This committee will establish policies and procedures regarding the distribution of unclaimed accrued royalties and interest. And a Dispute Resolution Committee consisting of at least 6 members equally divided between representatives of musical work copyright owners and professional songwriters. This committee will set up a process for the collective to address ownership disputes among musical work copyright owners, including making sure that the MLC holds back funds that are the subject of royalty disputes. Paying for the MLC is the responsibility of the digital music providers, both those taking advantage of the blanket license and services relying on direct licensing of mechanical reproductions over a certain threshold, known as Significant Non-Blanket Licensees, under the MMA. The Copyright Royalty Board, or CRB, is responsible for determining the amount to be paid by blanket and significant non-blanket licensees through an administrative assessment process. This is a separate process from the CRB's work determining the actual royalty rates and terms of the mechanical license. The MLC, DLC, and certain other interested parties may participate in the administrative assessment process. The CRB may adopt a negotiated settlement between the MLC and DLC rather than conducting a full proceeding. Once established, there can be petitions to adjust the administrative assessment no more than once every 2 years. The MMA requires the MLC to be operational and able to begin administering blanket licenses on January 1, 2021, the license availability date. When that happens, matching efforts will shift from digital music providers to the MLC, and providers using the blanket license will provide the MLC with a cumulative usage report for all unmatched works and turn over all accrued royalties. After January 1, 2021, digital music providers may send notices, pay statutory royalties, and submit accounting statements to the MLC rather than to copyright owners. The MLC will then be responsible for distributing royalties to copyright owners. Because the MMA also permits voluntary or direct licenses to continue in the marketplace, other licenses will continue to be negotiated between digital music providers and copyright owners, and digital music providers will submit usage data to the new collective regarding those licenses without paying royalties through the MLC. Finally, the MMA includes a few audit provisions to ensure that the wealth of information flowing into and out of the MLC is accurate. The MLC has the ability to audit digital music providers, and songwriters and other musical work copyright owners, in turn, can audit the MLC. These audit provisions are designed to improve the transparency and flow of information related to the blanket mechanical license. This concludes Part 4. In the next video of this series, we will cover how unmatched royalties will be addressed under the MMA. Be sure to stay up to date on the MMA at copyright.gov/music-modernization, where you can sign up for regular email updates about the MMA. For more information about the designation of the MLC, including copies of the proposals, public comments, and the reasons for the Copyright Office's designation, visit copyright.gov/rulemaking/MMA-designations/. A list of links is also available below.